Good morning. I hope everybody had a nice spring break. I'm glad that we are back to our learning. We're going to do circle time this morning, and I'm going to play our good morning song. So let's try to sing it all together. Let me see if I can start it.
We get it. You don't really want your kids watching videos, but it can have certain advantages.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Good morning. Good morning. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, and how are you? Every in the morning, I say good morning. Hello, and how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, and how are you? Early in the morning, I say good morning. Hello, and how are you? In the morning, I clap my hands in the morning. I do my dance in the morning. I shout hooray! This is gonna be a wonderful day. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, and how are you? Early in the morning, I say good morning. Hello, and how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, and how are you? Early in the morning, I say good morning. Hello, and how are you? The morning, I clap my hands in the morning. I do my dance in the morning. I shout hooray! This is gonna be a wonderful day. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, and how are you? Early in the morning, I say good morning. Hello, and how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, and how are you? Early in the morning, I say good morning. Hello, and how are you? Hello, and how are you? Hello, and how are you? Thanks for doing that song with me. That's always a fun song to do. Okay, so next we did our song. Next we're going to count our numbers on our calendar. Oh, let me turn this off. We're going to do our numbers on our calendar. I want you guys to try to count with me as I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Thanks for counting with me. Now we're going to do our weather. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it windy or is there rain? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? Is it windy or is there rain? Okay, we're going to look outside the window here and see what kind of weather there is outside today. Actually, we'll go outside for just a minute so we can see. looks like the sun is trying to come out, but it's a little cloudy today. But maybe the sun will come out in just a little bit. So let's go back to our weather chart. We're going to go back to our weather chart. And I'm going to put cloudy on, because right now it is pretty cloudy outside. So this week, for the next couple weeks, we're going to be learning about bugs, different kinds of bugs and insects. And this week we're going to learn about a butterfly. And I have a story that I'm going to read. It's a fun story. Let me get it. It is called Miss Spider's Tea Party. One lonely spider sipped her tea while gazing at the sky. She watched the insects on the leaves and many flying by. If I had friends like these, she sighed, who'd stay a while with me, I'd sit them down on silken chairs and serve them cakes and tea. Two timid beetles, Ike and May, crept from the woodwork that same day. But when Miss Spider begged, "Please stay," they shrieked, "Oh no!" and dashed away. Three fireflies flew inside that night, their spirits high, their tails alight. They spied the web and squeaked in fear, "We'd better get away from here." The little trio did not feel they'd care to be a spider's meal. Four bumblebees buzzed by outside. "Please come to tea," Miss Spider cried. The four ignored her swaying there. She waved a tea towel in the air. She took a cup and tapped the glass. Then one bee spoke to her at last. "We would be fools to take our tea with anyone so spidery." Within the shadows of the room, just peeking from behind a broom, 5 grinning faces bobbed and peered. Miss Spider smiled, her heart was cheered. Descending for a closer look, she danced into the gloomy nook, but sadly found those jolly mugs belonged at last to rubber bugs. Some ants strode in, they numbered 6, but ants with spiders will not mix. She brewed them teas from hips of roses. The plowed platoon turned up their noses. A fine bouquet concealed its prize of 7 dainty butterflies. Miss Spider, watching from the wall, was not aware of them at all. The tea table was set for 8, with saucers, cups, and silver plate. The cakes were fresh, the service gleamed, yet no one would arrive, it seemed. Her company and no demand left her a cup for every hand. 9 spotted moths kept safe and warm in shelter from a thunderstorm. They stood beneath an open sash and watched the jagged lightning flash. Miss Spider dropped down on a thread, a silver tray above her head. She hoped to please them, but instead they flew away in mortal dread. "They've left me all alone," she cried. She dabbed her eyes and sadly sighed. "It's plain no bug will ever stay." Her tears splashed down upon the tray. 10 tiny steaming cups of tea were perched atop her trembling knee. She sipped and sobbed and heard a cough and turned to see a small wet moth, a fragile thing so soaked by rain, his wings too damp to fly again. She smiled and took a checkered cloth to cloak the frail and thankful moth. They talked and snacked on tea and pie until his tiny wings were dry. Then lifting him with tender care, she tossed him gently in the air. The moth told Ike, then Ike told May, who went from bug to say, "There is no reason for alarm. She never meant us any harm." So later on that afternoon, assembled in the dining room, 11 insects came to tea to share Miss Spider's courtesy. "12 tender violets in a vase, presented at Miss Spider's place, set by her chair so neatly spun, she munched the blossoms one by one. Her friends were glad to watch her feast upon the floral centerpiece. It was a great relief to see she ate just flowers and drank just tea. Miss Spider's reputation grew. Before too long our hostess knew each bug who crawled or hopped or flew, and all their lovely children too." The end. I hope you guys enjoyed the story and our circle time this morning.